Hello again, Internet. Are you on Twitter? I'm on Twitter, although to be completely honest with you, I'm not sure why. I had no intention of signing up on Twitter until some friends of mine cleverly pointed out that I could use the name 143% speed. It's clever because Twitter drops the @ symbol in front of somebody's name when you go to reply to them. And since 143% is the speed at which I play Super Nintendo games for my Let's Play videos, anybody who replied to me would be replying at 143% speed. Get it? Oh boy, that's a knee slapper. So I signed up with Twitter and I installed this software called Twirl, which lets me keep up with all my Twitter friends. And for the next couple of days, Twirl sat down there in my taskbar making chiming noises whenever one of my pals had something to say. From my perspective, though, it was functionally identical to AOL Instant Messenger, which also sits down there in my taskbar making chiming noises whenever one of my pals has something to say. So there you have it. Twitter is a giant public version of AOL Instant Messenger. Fun, but not exactly a niche I thought needed filled. I mean, I have a hard enough time keeping posts on my website under 10 paragraphs and my videos under 4 minutes. How the heck am I going to say anything important in under 140 characters? They say brevity is the soul of wit, which makes me one of the most witless cats on the internet. I'm not the only person who couldn't figure out the role Twitter was supposed to fill. Most of what people were saying about Twitter was how unlikely it would ever be to turn a profit, or how its retention rate was garbage compared to other social networking sites. The prevailing opinion seemed to be that people were signing up, checking it out, scratching their heads, and then leaving the service behind. Then the Islamic nation of Iran went and had some cartoonishly rigged elections, sparking riots and protests all over the country. The Iranian government stepped in and clamped down on mainstream media outlets as a form of damage control, even going so far as to shut down newspapers and silence international journalists. They couldn't silence the people, though, with their cell phones and their computers and their constant access to Twitter. So at the moment, believe it or not, Twitter is pretty much the only source of information coming out of Iran. The ability for Iranian citizens to have their voices heard is so important that the Twitter guys delayed scheduled maintenance so their service could remain available uninterrupted for a couple more days. As much as I understand the importance of how things shake out in Iran, politically speaking, I believe the more impactful story here is how technology can shape world events. We live in a time where anybody can share any information with everybody in the world from anywhere on the planet. Twitter, with its 140-character updates, managed to pick up the slack when the mainstream media was silenced. So if there were a lot of people out there like me who were scratching their heads about what Twitter was for, well, now we know. Access to information can alter public perception, and public perception can alter the outcome of world events. In short, believe it or not, Twitter could actually end up changing the world. Now if it could only turn a profit. See you guys next week.